Time to check in with Congressman Greg Pence this morning. Congressman, tell me a little about this op-ed piece that was published by the Washington Examiner recently. You wanted to share the Republican plan to renew the American dream. What's that all about?
Yeah, thanks, John. Good morning, everybody. Fresh off the debate last week, I did pen an op-ed. It was kind of the Republicans' commitment to the way forward. We called it Restore, Rebuild, and Renew versus defund, dismantle, and destroy. So real positive op-ed saying, we want to restore a way of life by defeating the virus, rebuild our greatest economy, add 10 million new paying jobs, help small businesses, upgrade our infrastructure, and then renew the American dream, helping children attend the schools they want, help veterans, which, of course, I make that a major priority, and support our citizens' success in the future. So I just want to lay out where I'm at going forward for next year.
Congressman, you touched on it just briefly, but how about a little more of a perspective on the vice presidential debate?
Well, couldn't be prouder of my brother. The whole family went out there to Salt Lake City last week. We flew out the day of and came back the day after. It was my mother, my stepfather, all my siblings. I'm the oldest of 6 in the family. Of course, Michael and Karen's children and son and daughter-in-laws were all there. And we got to meet before the debate, and Michael was doing very well. He was calm, cool, and collected, and I think everybody got to see, what leadership, kindness, grasp of the subject matter he had. We were just really proud of him. He's the whole country got to see how Hoosiers comport themselves in public, right? I actually have said it many times. I was Hoosier proud of my brother and the way he handled himself and how polite he was and kind he was. Of course, that's his nature. Talking with 6th District Congressman Greg Pence this morning.
Congressman, there was a time last week I heard some little sound bites from you, and the thought that came to mind was you sound like a guy who's had a kind of a belly full when it comes to the Speaker of the House. And talk about some of the things you've been involved with here recently to deal with that reality.
Yeah, thanks, John. A week ago, about 11 days ago, we passed the third CARES Act in the House of Representatives, and it was not going anywhere. It had not been agreed upon by the Senate or the administration. We were in session for 3 weeks in September, and we had 21 days to negotiate something to come to the floor with something that would help what I call Main Street, right? So we weren't getting anywhere 10 days ago, so I went ahead and supported a petition. It's called a discharge petition to help small businesses and take the PPP loans, extend them to the end of the year, and take the $138 billion that is still left in there, and make those available to small businesses, 10 employees or less, or those that have lost 25% of their revenues or more, and help them get through this as businesses, small businesses, are still struggling. Also introduced a bill that would take the funds the state of Indiana already has sitting in it. It's about $1.3 billion that's limited on what it can be spent. This is from the first CARES Act, and expand what it could be spent on here in the state, again, to help Main Street, small businesses, communities throughout Indiana, and that would apply to all states. Got both of those bills, didn't make it to the floor. The petition didn't get signed by enough Democrats, and unfortunately we passed a bill that they're still negotiating, which will never get done between now and the election. I'm just sorry to see that Nancy Pelosi and her crowd just can't get together with things. And as I've said, John, it's really, it's not so much Republicans versus Democrats, it's the socialist progressives versus the Democratic Party. That's where all the fights are right now.
Talking with Congressman Greg Pence this morning with the update. Congressman, I appreciate your time. Keep us in touch, okay?
All right. Thanks, John. Have a good day.